Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel, Margo TV Philippines. Live.
Hey, you're on air. Hi, good afternoon. Isang magandang hapon sa lahat. Ito, nagbabalik na naman tayo araw ng Biyernes dito sa ating programang pinamagatang Hatid Saya at iba pa. Ito po ulit si Tito Bobby De Lara, naghahatid sa inyo ng entertainment, fun, of course, syempre, joy in the spirit. Yan po mga tinatawag nating ating programa ay punong-puno ng education, laughter, like po mga kailangan upbeat dito dahil ang pangalan Hatid Saya, but most especially yung aming ino-offer dito ay joy in the spirit because we want people to more than just learn and be educated. We also share yung moments na realization ng mga tao about things that are happening right now dito sa mundo natin. Okay? So again, magandang hapon. For today, we have a very exciting program because kasi hatid natin dito. Ang magiging paksa natin for today is all about Israel. The country Israel. Ayan, di ba? So napakaganda. And this is actually lingid sa kaalaman ng lahat. Israel is of course a chosen land. At the same time, Israel is one of the countries very close sa mga Filipinos. Kaya to bring more information about that, I am very proud to present to you ang ating special guest. Of course, ang ating number one, we have Mr. Rolly Natividad from the Chamber of Commerce of Israel Embassy in the Philippines. Palakpakan natin, Rolly. Bumati ka, Rolly. Yeah.
Shalom. Ibig sabihin po doon, hi, hello, and also magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.
Ayan, of course. Thank you. What about, we have somebody, actually a real Jew, no other than our friend who's been also in the Philippines for quite some time, Mr. Sandy Naras.
Sanes.
Sorry for that. So again, Mr. Sandy Sanes.
Hi everybody. Magandang hapon. Shalom to everyone. Shalom lekulchem. Hi.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, so ngayong hapon, we're going to bring to everybody yung little bit of parang tinatawag nating history and of course information about what's happening sa relationship ng Philippines and Israel despite all the things that are happening right now na may konti pinagdadaan na yatang giyera. But of course, we're looking at the positive side. We're going to discuss about, first and foremost, about first topic natin is what is, of course, the land, the chosen land. And for a fact, Rolly, can you tell us about what is the land, chosen land na tinatawag natin?
Tungkol po ito sa Israel, na bansang Israel. Yun po tinatawag na Holy Land at maraming mga Pilipino at saka mga ibang foreign countries, mga nationals nila bumibisita doon as tourists dahil kasi ito ay tinaguri ang promised land ng ating Diyos, ang Diyos din ng nila Abraham, Isaac at Jacob. At ito po yung nasa Bibliang binabasa natin, lalo na po yung mga religious na ating mga kababayan, alam na nila mga istoryang nangyayari doon sa nung unang panahon pa ng tungkol kay Jesucristo na ating Panginoon. So sa ngayon po may nangyayaring gera nga doon, pero anyway medyo lamang naman sila sa labanan. They're winning this war, and also tayo ay nakikiramay nga sa mga naging biktima doon sa kanila. Anyway, we're hoping na matatapos na rin tong gerang to.
By the way, Rolly, you're talking about the word chosen land. Of course, being part din siyempre sa what do you more or less can you educate our friends, our viewers? Ano ba yung what do we mean by the chosen land sa atin? Okay.
Ito pong Israel, yung land nila, yun po ang promised land na tinatawag. Ito po yung pinangako ng Diyos sa atin, sa mga tao na, especially sa mga Hudyo, itong Jewish people, sila po ang tinatawag na chosen people of God. Sila ang pinili ng Diyos na para ipakilala, ipahiwatig ang kanyang mga ginagawa, ang kanyang pagka-Diyos sa buong sanlibutan. So itong mga taong to ay itinalaga ng Diyos na kanyang chosen people na maging sila ang pinagpala ng Diyos para ihatid sa atin ang magandang balita, ipakilala ang Diyos at saka si Jesucristo sa mga tao sa buong mundo.
Okay.
Sila ang napili na magbigay ng kaalaman sa buong sanlibutan. Yung chosen land po, yun ang chosen holy land po, yun ang tinatawag na promised land na pinupuntahan ng mga turista dahil yun po ang kanilang pananampalataya na nababasa nila sa Biblia.
Ayun, hindi naman lingid sa kaalaman, of course, kaya yung chosen land is part of the Bible history.
Yes.
And ito din, siyempre mga Kristiyano, Katoliko, uma-attend yan. Even, I think, even mga open tayo sa even Muslims and other religions to attend. And so parang napaka-open niya for the world, actually. So parang universal. So more or less, what do you think actually yung pag-uusapan natin, meron ba tayong history about Sandy? This is for you. Can you tell us more or less about a little history about, getting to know how the Philippines and Israel became close for a fact?
Okay, so to the best of my knowledge, during the 1930s in Europe, the Nazis in Germany rose to power. Now, the Nazi Germany was intent on exterminating Jews, amongst other people. So the Jews were trying to escape to different countries, but most of the world closed the doors. They didn't let the Jews get inside. But in the Philippines, President Quezon, opened the doors to the Jews. I mean, originally his intent was for, I think, around 10,000, but eventually, under pressure, so he managed to allow 1,300 Jews to enter the Philippines, and that was like a big deal. I'm saying, saving those people from a certain death in Europe. So due to that, Israel had later, when Israel became a state, so there is, to this day, there is a monument, I think it is in Rishon LeZion, that is called Open Doors, or Dlatot Ptuchot, that is commemorates this event of the benevolence and the goodwill of the Filipino people towards Israel.
Beautiful.
So that's really something. And another event that was very crucial in the establishment of the State of Israel was in 1947, in November 1947, when the United Nations voted on the partition of Palestine. So the Philippine vote was the vote that afterwards it produced kind of a turnaround in the votes. I'm saying.
So the most number of votes.
I think the Philippines was the only Asian country to vote pro, for the establishment or the partition of establishment of a Jewish homeland in Israel or in Palestine. So those two events are very important, and that's one of the reasons why Jews to this day have a special love for the Philippines and the Filipino people especially.
Yes, of course. And of course, since the time of President Quezon, that was the start of the realization that practically Israel must have given some support in the Philippines. And basically, this is just among those supports that we continuously receive from them as a part of their ally with the Philippines. Do you recall some other assistance and help that Israel has given to the Philippines? That's why we love Israel.
Yeah, I know that for a fact that there were during I think it was Typhoon Yolanda. I think that sort of Israel was one of the first to offer relief and assistance, to medical aid, and also food supplies to those who were affected in the affected areas and things. And I don't know other. I think other typhoons. They're also amongst those to offer those kind of relief goods and assistance. I'm saying because
So in times of real calamities and some other issues wherein there's drought or whatever, uh, Israel has been helping the Philippines. This is just for our Filipinos to, of course, the Filipinos, the youth of today, that they be able to realize how important the relationship is between Israel and the Philippines, and that we started way back during the time of Quezon, President Quezon. We're still trying to establish the Commonwealth, and the Philippines was not really politically inclined. But of course, the real I mean to say, the very fresh help is really from people with pure of hearts. Something like Israel that's already shown the international support, and we became real close with Israel. I think Rolly has more to share about the latest support that Israel is giving to the Philippines.
Yeah. Before that, let me say na the diplomatic relations between Israel and the Philippines was established in 1957. Formally, yung ating sineselebrate every year na Israel Philippines Friendship Day
Mhm.
started in 1958. So since then, we are like partners in economy, agriculture, every aspects of the sectors of the society natin involved ang Israel. So as you were asking before, yung uh, later on, nagbibigay talaga ng tulong ang Israel. Merong program na lately, itong mga last few years, na ini-invite ng government ng Israel through the Embassy of Israel here in the Philippines, those people, mga kabataan who can apply to study in Israel, libre po lahat.
Okay,
Yung
education,
program nila
scholarship.
tungkol sa agricultural technology na latest ng Israel. So, inabot po ito ng 1 year, and then after 1 year, libre po pati allowance nila, and then may konting sweldo pa. And then after that, after learning all these things, they will come back to the Philippines, and they will teach our farmers here how to do these things here.
Okay, more or less, is that an outreach on behalf of the Israeli?
Yes.
Okay, there's no government to government, intergovernment arrangements.
Yeah, meron ding arrangements talaga sila, yes.
So by now, is this happening
Yeah,
during the
still-
time of President Digong, or BBM? Or
Yeah, before pandemic pa, and then until now, yeah, they are reviving it again.
again? And
Yes.
by now, what is the latest update? Are they sending in the latest inventions or
Yeah,
machineries?
actually, itong last batches katatapos lang. So during this Hamas war, around 50 of the students had just come back late last year. Kababalik lang nila, katatapos
50,
lang nila
oh.
ng studies nila doon
Wow, that's
about
awesome.
agriculture.
So the Filipinos are now going to manage, or rather,
Yes, they are here now. They have finished their
Mhm.
studies.
And that didn't end at that. At more than just knowledge and skill, they are able also. Israel is also able to supply the machineries.
Yes, they
As
can
I've
do.
heard,
Yeah.
are they into also to solar power?
Yes, they may solar
Technology.
power din na technology.
Alam mo naman ngayon, di ba?
hydroponics.
Yeah, and hydroponics also.
The hydroponics, right?
Yes. And they call it the greenhouse farming.
Greenhouse farming,
And
yes.
drip irrigation system.
Yes.
Many latest latest tinuturo din sa kanila.
Actually, that's why we're telling everybody about this fact, because the Philippines is one truly agricultural country na medyo nawawala na yung area concentration natin more on agriculture. Pero for a fact, we know that BBM, this is one of BBM's mission also for us, for the Filipinos, to bring back the green, bring back agriculture to the Philippines, tree planting as well. In order for us being agricultural, would make more or less a very good, shall we call it a recovery, di ba? And we will be specializing more on selling in the nearest future?
Yeah, directly nag-uusap sila as of now si President Bongbong Marcos na siya ang pinaka-secretary of agriculture natin. Hindi
Oh.
siya nagde-designate ng
Secretary of
secretary
Department
kasi
Secretary.
talagang gusto niyang tumutok talaga sa agriculture, and yun na nga, itong mga galing sa Israel na natutunan itong mga ganon, may program na silang ginagawa, and actually binubuhay na as we are speaking now, binubuhay ni BBM ngayon yung Kadiwa.
Kadiwa. Yes, of course.
Naka-focus talaga siya sa agriculture.
Oo, dapat buhayin natin talaga yung mga yan,
Yes.
yung agricultural farming. So, yung ginagawa natin, are the 50 students now meeting with BBM?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, and of course, in the presence of course of Israeli representatives, ambassadors as well. Very good. So very productive to hear that, and looking forward kasi yung kailangan talaga progreso for the Philippines. We know what's our forte, and of course, being agricultural is really one heads up for us to concentrate on. We cannot avoid that. We cannot really go industrial that far, but we really have to concentrate on the agriculture because ang dami diyan mga estate, mga sementado na. So sayang, di ba? Of course, we also having problems with landslides and all these sorts. And hopefully, the commissioner for environment would be taking a look at this as well. So just for discussion purposes. So, is there any more input, Sandy, that you'd like to share regarding this?
Regarding
agriculture and some other more new information about Israel contribution to the Philippines.
Well, I'm saying I do know it's not related to agriculture, but I do know that there is an ongoing move from Israel that helping the Philippines with the military, with police, with intelligence. I'm saying, I know that the Mossad is sharing their own technologies and
military hardware also with Duterte. They have signed some
contracts.
Well, of course, the weapons.
I do believe that this information that you're divulging are practically part of the PRO, the Public Relations Officer information that you can freely
Philippine Information Agency.
Inform. Yes, PIA. And that's very good. And actually, this program is about information and update because with so much information around the world, you can take a look at Google, you can take a look at Facebook and everything. There's so much topic to talk about. But of course, Israel is our main topic for today, meaning to say that we really have to look at those sensible, those significant, those timely projects that we need because the Philippines, although they say the chosen land ang Israel, ang Philippines naman is also, we call our Philippines, our country, what?
Pearl of the Orient.
Pearl of the Orient, and we must be also very treasure.
It's a tropical country and also an agricultural country. That's why yung focus ni BBM is timely. Yung focus niya sa agriculture.
Very good. So I think we talk about the language. When I was talking here to some friends in the synagogue, because I happened to visit your synagogue, and I was very critical about the way I make the intonation, the way I express it or pronounce it, and that is why I'm very much curious about the language. So can you tell us more about this? How and would it be easy for me to learn instantly, or there's still Philippinism? The way Filipinos speak, like they're speaking Tagalog as well, but there's such a diction that originally is Jew.
Yeah,
Jewish.
I mean the modern Hebrew language was revived because it never totally died out. Hebrew, for 2,000 years, Hebrew was a language of prayer. The Jews used to, when they used to speak the local languages, but during prayer they used to speak a kind of biblical Hebrew. They used to pronounce and things like that. But Hebrew was never used for daily conversations and things. I mean, you had you had kind of dialects, like for instance Ashkenazi Jews used to use Yiddish, which is a mixture of Hebrew with German. And people like me that are descended from the Jews that were expelled from Spain in 1492. So we used to speak Ladino, which is a mixture of Hebrew with Spanish and things. So, but Hebrew as a language for itself was only revived in the 1880s by Eliezer Ben Yehuda, who really said, his dream was to one day see that Hebrew will be used on, for day-to-day conversation, for day-to-day interactions, and that's what has become. Today we've got over 9 million people who are speaking Hebrew,
and there will be more people to understand what the Hebrew Bible, from the Bible itself, the meaning.
As to what you were saying before, I'm saying, Hebrew. If you want to learn Hebrew, so you have to, be dedicated to make an effort, because there are many sounds in Hebrew that are foreign to Filipinos and to other things. So it will take, but it's not impossible. I mean, there are many, Filipinos, I have to say this in your favor, Filipinos are very gifted with languages. I'm saying, if you put a Filipino in a country, after 6 months to 1 year, he can already speak the language. So.
When in fact, I've heard of, I saw this already in, I think, Google, that there's an outreach that the Hebrew language is going to be, which used to be a dead language, they call it. But this time there's an outreach from those who are linguists and those who are in the language industry are trying to make it an alive, a living language nowadays. So I think there's already a common outreach for all over the world for those who are interested to read the Hebrew language. One thing that's the interest that's in the Hebrew language is that many people would like to read the Bible in Hebrew and have their own interpretation, unlike the English version or the Tagalog version.
Yeah.
So they would better understand it. You ask for the presence of the, of Holy Spirit to go intercede so that you can understand what it means. Because what we're getting are English and Tagalog versions that only coming from the heart of the one who interpreted it.
If I can say something on
Okay,
that,
so go
in
ahead.
that aspect, I'm saying that many translations today of the Bible have many mistakes and things that can give you
Errors, yes.
errors that can really mislead you and things. So that
Yeah.
it's really important for anyone who is interested in reading the Bible that they learn Hebrew, because Hebrew is it's not just like a regular language that you've got words and things. There are like many mysteries and secrets hidden inside the letters and the thing, and it will really. I'm telling you honestly, you will really be enriched, and you will, doors will open to you. I'm saying, once you learn Hebrew. So
I can
recommend
surmise,
it.
yeah, Sandy. I can surmise more or less this part of the revelation for people to really understand and get to know deeper, and then there's really going to be lots of information to be divulged and
Yes.
interpreted accordingly. And I believe that this is just also part of the knowledge of being a human, that you be able to learn more, because according to many scientists, to many people or philosophers, try to say man only uses 10% of the brain, and why not make it more? But of course, just like talking about Hebrew language and talking about the latest is Antarctica. So they talk about many things because this is a information era, so people get to be more curious about it. But of course, let's be wary of possible information that we might get lost.
Yeah, because it's very confusing now, right? Before we used to think that the world was flat. They told us that the world is round. Now they're saying that they brainwashed us, and it's actually really flat and things. So
That's true. Right. So anyway, let's move ahead to the next topic. Actually, the culture of Israel. What are the common traits in terms, or rather influences from Israel culture that were transferred or being shared to the Filipinos? Being here after being here for 27 years in the Philippines, what were your observations?
things that Israelis or Jews
As
share.
influences, I remember those songs,
Culture,
Abba
yeah.
Nagila, Abba Nagila, etc., and some other songs that when I grew up with, also. I thought it was part of the Philippine culture as well,
No.
until I realized it's Hebrew Hebrew, it's a
Jewish.
Jewish, and all of this. So, can you tell us more about trivias about the Israel culture that influenced the Philippines
Well,
among the songs, right? Right.
yeah, I'm trying to think of something like apart from songs and thing. I don't know, Roland, maybe you can help us something.
Contributions ng what's the again yung
Maybe in
Culture.
race, ethnicity, or
we're
whatever.
talking
maybe.
about the culture nga pala, no?
Yes, the culture.
Sa culture, yung culture nila tied up talaga sa kanilang religion, Judaism, yung mga traditions nila, right?
Oh, yeah.
So like this one, why we are wearing this,
What do you call that for the sake
Yeah,
of our
yeah,
viewers?
yeah.
Can you explain?
This is kippah. This is like
how you spell that? KIPA.
I suppose. I think
Yes,
so.
KIPPA, yeah.
KIPPA.
Yeah. So this is like a head covering because we are like supposed we are mandated to always to cover our head as kind of it's what would you say? It's that kind of reverence.
Yeah,
to,
an acknowledgement that there is a supreme God, supreme being above us. Yeah, we honor him. Yeah. A sign of respect.
Okay, that's awesome, and we practically believe that all our practices really have a reason, and there's also some values, moral values, or shall we say, cultural values inputted to it. Okay, so is there anything else that you'd like to talk about regarding Israel, Rolly? To add more, we're almost getting to know more about. Of course, you talked about earlier. The songs, etc. What else do
Yeah.
you like to input regarding?
Let me go back to sa Hebrew language. I have many students who are trying very hard to learn it because the hardest part is how to write and to read this Hebrew language because it is written from right to left.
Oh,
Just like the and also you have to know how to read it from right to left. Yeah.
oh, okay. So it is informative. Okay. So if, for those who aspire to learn Hebrew, this is one tip that we need to know. If you're used starting from the left, write your name. But with the Hebrew language, you start from your right.
Yes.
Right, and it's really right side. Starting I would get confused, just like when you're driving a car, you're used to the left side, then suddenly you're right. Okay, so
another thing is you don't have vowels in Hebrew.
you don't have vowels.
There are no vowels. There are like
No vowels.
punctuation
Marks.
dots or marks, something. So that that's used for teaching children or teaching, foreigners, people who don't know Hebrew. But later on, when you already think, like here, you can see.
Can you show it to your camera?
As you can see, there are no punctuation dots here.
Yeah,
I think.
the
So,
Hebrew letters.
so it's like there's nothing here. So when you already learn the language, so you know how to read it. You know where the dots are supposed to be. But for instance, like here, for instance, there should be a dot here, little
Right.
dot here. One dot here, because it's yechi, and then here there is like a line. It's called kamatz or patach something. So there are different punctuation marks that are that are
right.
used to think. Hebrew is an interesting language because sometimes unlike in English, where a consonant is a consonant, a vowel is a vowel.
Yeah.
In Hebrew, you have got a letter, for instance, like vav. Vav is like a V. But if you put a dot above it, it becomes like an O. It becomes O. If you put a dot in the middle, it becomes U. So in English, you can't have a V that will become O or double O and things. So it's like that.
So is there a way that more or less some people here watching or our viewers trying to say, is there what outreach can you do as trainers? You call yourselves as
Yeah, I'm a
teachers?
Hebrew language instructor. Yeah, in
So-
Bible schools. Yeah.
Raleigh
Yeah,
is a Hebrew language instructor, while Sandy is.
I actually can tutor if there are
Yeah,
any
you can-
people in your
Yes,
audience interested.
same, the same.
So there's
I
no
can
such
offer
thing as any preference, like you should be more or less exclusively Jew for you.
No,
No.
anyone is welcome to learn Hebrew.
So how do you more or less promote those people who are interested to study Jew,
Yeah.
especially those who want to be OFWs?
Yeah, that's actually, I recommend that.
That's a language requirement, right?
Yeah, that would
Plus
be
culture, just like
at
in
least-
Japan.
they speak
At least
Hebrew.
spoken Hebrew is
Spoken, but they
definitely a
cannot read and
requirement.
write.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
So
no.
yeah,
Oh.
but spoken is definitely
The
a plus
caregivers,
if
yeah.
you are going to be a caregiver, because you have to understand that many Jews in Israel, they don't necessarily speak English as a first language or at all. Some don't, because some come from Eastern Europe or from
Yeah,
other countries. They don't
and
speak
also
English.
let me say about the cultural. They also have these cultural dances. Dances. There are 12 tribes of Israel, and actually, each tribe have their own cultural dance, folk dances. Like us, we have the tinikling, pandango sa ilaw, and they have that also. I'm collecting records about these cultural dances and songs about Israel. So I have a record about those things and video of how to do these dances, this kind of dances, just like us.
Okay. Can our viewers get your any page or anything that they will be able to view more, or is there an social media platform that you're using for this?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Just search my Facebook account name, Rolly Natividad.
ROLLY.
Rolly Natividad is my surname. So most of my posts are it's about Israel, the land, the people, and the language.
And in the flesh, the real Jew that
In the flesh,
you have as for your partner, as your partner is Sandy.
yeah, and you can see him, you can locate him in the synagogue in Makati, the Kabad
Chabad.
movement, Kabad Center.
Or if you want, like on Facebook or Messenger, you can see me Sandy Sanes, SANESS, SANDY.
Facebook account name,
Oh,
Sandy
yeah,
Sanas
Sandy.
also.
So it's been a wonderful day, pleasure to have you here today. And this is just, shall we say, the initial interview or updates, right? Maybe somewhere, sometime, some come February or March, we'll be inviting you again for some updates. Because, besides that, we also want to know about Israel, the Palestine war, whatever,
Yes.
and updates. And you have all fresh information. And this will be also part and parcel of our program that we have responsibility, social responsibility to inform our people that we know and we
Yes.
care about what's happening, because this involves our humanitarian side. That, of course, being a close friend of the Filipinos, Israel is really one country, of course, who believes in highly in, of course, in our God the Almighty, and we all are believing that our relationship of loving each other, sharing together, and being happy together. And these are really good traits of Filipinos that really jive with the Jews. And of course, looking forward, by the way, to our aspiring OFWs who apply for Israel. Um,
No visa, yeah.
no visa. So can you plug on that, Rolly and Sandy?
If you want to go,
Tell our audience.
if you want to go to Israel, you can just easy to apply to the our employment and recruitment agencies. No visa required to enter this Israel nation, to the land of Israel. So you can also go to POEA and ask for job vacancies offered by Israel. Lately, they're looking for hotel workers as we speak now, more on hotel workers. So you can apply there. The government, POEA, and OWA will assist you.
You better watch out, because Rolly Natividad will have new friends in Facebook and a friend request for
So,
this
yeah.
primary information. And basically, is there some test the course to this?
Some maybe yes.
You
For
haven't checked
skills.
with us.
You have to study the Hebrew language, the spoken language, only for about a month as a seminar, so that when you go there, you can speak, you can understand what they're saying.
Okay, awesome. That's wonderful. So thank you very much. Any last words, Sandy, before we wind
I
up?
just think on that subject, I think that sort of the good news is that unlike in the past, I don't think there are any more placement fees. Like before, you had to pay a very high placement fee for it. So I don't think that. I think they abolished
reduced
that
the
or
price.
reduced it. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's a good thing. And then to let everyone know that if you do go to Israel, you'll be much safer, and you'll get a much higher salary than neighboring countries.
That's what I'm looking at,
Yeah.
the higher salary,
Yeah.
because you don't have, being an OFW for those basically not so high salary really is,
It's like,
it's not worth it.
worth it. Yeah.
But you
You're
talk about,
separated.
going to a country that gives you a high salary, like maybe 100,000 per month.
No.
Pesos?
1,000 shekels a month. And that would be about,
Not $1,000.
no, yeah, 1,000 shekels.
No, 1,000 shekels. It's only $250.
Oh,
You're sleeping. No, I'm saying that normally I'm saying you'll get around 6,000.
$1,000, yes.
Yeah, 6,000 shekels, around $1,500.
Okay, so anyway, we have to wind up, and of course, thank you very much for the time, Rolly and Sandy.
Yeah.
And wonderful having you guys here. And we just brought you some information about Israel for today, and we believe that and hope that you get to know some heads up to be able to be interested what Israel is all about, and of course OFWs and some histories about languages we are able to bring to you in this program at Hatid Saya at iba pa. Thank you, and it's first we're in for a station break.
Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel. Margo TV Philippines. Live. Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel. Margo TV Philippines. Live. Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel. Margo TV Philippines. Live. Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel. Margo TV Philippines. Live.
Yes, we're back here. Okay, today, this Friday, 3 p.m. We were early here today with our guests, our singers. Of course, we have, Joey Roma Santa, and of course, Ronald Mendoza. Okay, so you're expecting these guys to be our guests today to sing and deliver their original compositions. But before that, of course, in our second half, we are actually music-wise, and we have our original songwriters. And what we have here is, of course, first singer or guest, no other than Mr. Joey Romasanta. Let's give an applause.
Good afternoon.
Yes. All right. So, yan, nakakatawa na we clap for ourselves because nasira yung applause natin dito sa sounds. But rather, of course, Joey. Hi, Joey. How are you?
Hi, good afternoon po.
Yeah, of course. Joey is one of our most promising singers here. Nakita ko kanina, he delivered his song and it was impressive na, mag-hit to, yung mga songs ito. Okay, so let's try to see. And of course, we want to know first and foremost, sino ba si Joey Romasanta? Okay, Joey, can you tell us about yourself?
Isa akong solo performer. Mapapanood niyo ako kung saan-saan lang dyan sa mga bar. ulirang ama. Ayan, ako yung sumusuporta sa mga pamilya ko and sa mga kamag-anak kung sakali. Kapag ano. And nagko-compose ako ng mga kanta. Meron akong mga nailabas na sa Spotify.
Mhm.
Sa YouTube meron din. And sa mga gustong makinig or manood, may bibigay ko yung ano.
Ayan, medyo pakitaas mo nga camera para medyo naka-head level ka lang. Konti lang. Ayan.
Ayan.
Alright. Very good. Thank you very much. So, pasalamat tayo, no? Dahil babatiin natin our good friend in Nagoya. No,
Ayan.
si
Hi,
Suzuki
Ma'am
Isang.
Suzuki Isang. Hello.
Ayan ha,
Afternoon.
binati ka na namin, sinout out ka naman namin ha. Yeah, Suzuki, I mean, Isang has been a very good supporter sa grupo. And together with Ron Calleja and the rest of the guys. And I'm very, very happy and honored that she's always been, in good touch because she's sharing with us yung the other types of musicians. Iba-ibang grupo yan di ba? So this is the group where Suzuki used to be. I believe you used to sing together.
Nakilala ko po siya through Facebook rin lang po. Napapanood niyo po kami tumugtog.
Oo, yeah.
Before kasi may grupo ko, napapanood niya yun. May mga nilabas kaming kanta.
That's good.
Doon kami nagkakilala po halos.
Ano ba profession mo going to you? What is your profession really? Ano bang kurso mo or something?
Actually,
background mo talaga.
Musikero na po talaga po ako eh. After ng high school, musikero na ako dire-diretso. Ayun na yung naging Ayun na yung naging work ko. Buong buhay ko na halos.
Talaga, right. And sinabihan ka ng parent mo na, anak, walang pera diyan. So you still struggle because strive and you want to prove your worth. Because
natuwa naman po ako kasi yung parents ko naging supportive sila sa klase ng trabaho na gusto ko. Saka mahilig rin sa music ang father ko. Actually sa kanya ko naman yung pagiging musikero. Sa side ng mother ko may mga musikero din. So wala namang kumontra. And then nakita naman nila siguro na may talento naman siguro talaga itong anak namin. Pwede naman siya siguro mapaglaban sa buhay. Totoo
yan. Usually sa family, if it runs in the family, it's so easy na hindi mo na kailangang i-level up sa kanila kasi nasa lahi yan. So again, what else? How do you write compositions? How do you write songs? Saan ka nagkukuha ng mga content?
Depende sa experience. Halos lahat sa experience ko sa buhay, nangyayari sa buhay ko, mga pinagdaanan ko. Gumawa man ako, kalimitan mga love song eh. May mga masasaya tungkol sa puso pa rin, mga pag-ibig pa rin yung mga nasusulat ko. Mga ganon.
So, when did you start writing?
Nag-start ako nung matutong mag-gitara, 13 years old. Mga 14 years old, nag-start na ako mag-start ng kanta.
And then what was that? Ano yan? Mga puppy love? mga ano pa yan?
Actually, sir, ang una kong
nasulat. Ganong edad di ba?
Ang una kong nasulat, pamagat, gagamba eh.
Oo.
Gagamba.
What made you?
Sa mga magnanakaw.
Ayun
ang una ko nasulat. Tapos, dire-diretso na.
Naging ang butiki, naging ano.
Hanggang sa na-in love, naging mga puro love song na yun isusulat ko.
Ayun, Ako din, para noon na-in love ako, when I wrote first one, ang ginawa ko tukol sa paru-paro. So, I thought it was romantic. So, I had a song with sa title, Paru-Paro. Di ba? So, anyway, coming up with our creativity and more or less, I think it's high time for us to listen to you. What is the title of your first song?
Pamagat nito, A Day Off. Sinulat ko to nung time na nasa Palawan ako. Actually, taga Palawan ako.
Saan ka sa Palawan?
Puerto Princesa.
Oh, I see. Nakakamayan mo na si Mayor Hagedorn, siyempre.
Oo po, ilang beses na.
Yeah, that's good. So, nakikita kayo ni Jerky Generoso doon?
Hindi po siya pamilyar sa atin.
Oh, he's there. He's one of our indie singers as well, feels good. Yeah. Anyway, so this song that you wrote in Palawan, okay? Why don't you give us a sample for us to listen to?
Here's a song, A Day Off. Para sa inyo lahat. Bihira na ang oras na tayo'y magkasama. Pinipilit pagkasyahin, sandaling kasama ka. Bihira ng mayakap, pag-uwi tulog ka na. Pambihira lagi kang nasa isip ko sinta. Ikising sa umaga upang ihatid kita. Aayusin ko ang bahay kahit pa malinis na. Pagdilim ay uuwi ka, ako naman papasok na. Pambihira lagi ka, naiisip ko sinta. Araw at gabi, nais magkatabi. Nasasayang lang ang oras pag hindi ka nakikita. Maghihintay na lang, pag di na tayo bisisinta. Sa gabi ay pipilitin na mayakap ka, ngunit hindi na pwede, magigising lang kita. Kaya lagi kong dalangin, sana ay day off mo na. Pambihira yan lang ang iniisip ko sinta. Araw at gabi, nais magkatabi. Nasasayang lang ang oras pag hindi ka nakikita. Maghihintay na lang, pag di na tayo bisisinta. Di na busy, di na aalis, di maglalayo, lagi lang maghalapin. Nakakapit kaya kapin, nahanapin ang halik kong matausin, di matitiis. Laging nasa isip, laman ang panaginip, masyado nang-init, sa'yo ay lumalapit. Ako'y maghihintay, di nagagalaw, ayaw mo lang masabi na di ka natatanaw. Araw at gabi, nais magkatabi. Nasasayang lang ang oras pag hindi ka nakikita. Maghihintay na lang, pag di na tayo bisisinta. Sana ay day off mo na.
Alright, talagang hirap pala umibig, Really talaga. Ang hirap naman ng ganung pagkakataon. Did you really experience that in real life?
Na-experience ko yan. Yung kasama ko, nagtatrabaho siya from morning to halos magagabi na. Eh ako naman, nung time na yon, tumutugtog ako sa gabi. So hindi kami nagkakatagpo. Magtatagpo lang kami pag day off niya.
Ayun, busy ka rin pala.
Day off namin dalawa.
Ayun, di ba? Pero that was a hopeless romantic, parang ganun dating. And it was really good. At saka I think the song was, uso na rin yan, di ba? Kasi yung mga trabaho ngayon, yung kilala ko, taga-call center yung isa.
Kalimitan.
Oo, at pang-araw tong lalaki, yung babae, call center, hindi na sila magkasama. No? Parang pagod, puyat, tulog naman, di ba?
Kaya yung pinagdadasal mo na lang na sana kasama kayo minsan.
pero by now, of course, you are happily settled down na.
Naman po.
People would like to know if you have kids or whatever.
Meron na pa akong 5 anak.
Aba, hindi masipag.
May 5 anak na.
I see. And that's why pushing further. So more
talaga.
gimmicks, more events. Okay. And of course, siyempre may suporta naman tayo dyan from our fans, di ba?
Meron rin naman po mga ibang tumutulong. Tapos talagang sipag at tiyaga palagi sa lahat ng gagawin mo. Kailangan talaga yan.
Okay.
Pagsipag ng gusto.
Of course.
Lalo na pag maraming anak.
Yeah, of course, siyempre. Can you come up with a second song for us to listen to? It's another wonderful song.
Itong kanta na to, pamagat na to, Lipad.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Romasanta, Lipad.
Lumipat palayo kahit sandali. Balikan ng noon kung saan nagkamali. Gusto kong mapatpat palayo kahit sandali. Harapin ng noon na titama ang mali. Gusto kong gumawa ng bagay na hindi ko nagagawa. Gusto kong harapin ang pangarap kahit na ako ay madapa. Gusto kong malaman ang lahat ng di ko naaanan. Gusto kong umangat ng kay taas, maabot ang inaasam. Gusto kong lumipad palayo kahit sandali. Balikan na noon kung saan nagkamali. Gusto kong mapatpad palayo kahit sandali. Harapin na noon na titama ang mali. Gusto kong makita ang lahat, hindi ko makita. Gusto kong harapin ang bukas na walang naaaksaya. Gusto kong sumabay sa buhay, buhay na naiiba. Gusto kong marinig sa akin na ako'y di matatapat. Gusto kong lumipad palayo kahit sandali. At balikan lang noon kung saan nagkamali. Gusto kong mapatpad palayo kahit sandali. Harapin lang noon na titama ang mali. Gusto kong lumipad palayo kahit sandali. Balikan ng noon kung saan nagkamali. Gusto kong mapatpad palayo kahit sandali. Harapin na noon na titama ang mali. Gusto kong lumipad palayo kahit sandali. Balikan na noon kung saan nagkamali. Oh, gusto kong mapatpad palayo kahit sandali. Harapin na noon na titama ang mali. Gusto kong lumipad palayo kahit sandali. Thank you.
Wow. Talagang fly free ang dating, parang wow, maluwag lang. And of course, you want to make up for your mistakes this time pagbabalik mo. Wonderful. So, it's a beautiful song. Talagang may mensahe. And you really put fun and then happiness sa show today with your songs. Joey, any last words or like shout-outs?
Shout-out kay, unang-una kay Ma'am Suzuki Isang. At saka dito si Cap Ronald and kay Sir Bobby. Ayan, good afternoon sa inyo lahat, sa mga nanonood dyan. And sa parents ko, kay mama, kay papa, at sa mga kapatid ko, nasa Canada at nasa UK. Ayan, ingat kayo lagi dyan. At sa mga followers dyan sa Facebook and YouTube, good afternoon sa inyo.
All right, thank you very much. So again, ladies and gentlemen, Joey Romasanta. All right. So isa mo ng station break for our next guest.
Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel, Margo TV Philippines. Live. Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel, Margo TV Philippines. Live.
Alright, we're back here sa ating programang Hatid Saya at iba pa dito sa Margo TV Philippines. Kanina nadinig natin si Sir Joey Romasanta. Nais niya raw lumipad, no? So, tingnan natin kung ito, lumipad din itong bisita natin galing pa ng Bulacan. Kaya kanina sabi sa kanya, mas nauna daw si Ronald dumating, si Joey sa kanya kasi sabi ko taga Sampaloc lang yan. Ikaw lumipad ka pa galing ng Bulacan, di ba? Saan ka sa Bulacan galing?
Taga Bukawi, Bulacan po.
Bukawi, Bulacan. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ronald Mendoza. Yes, of course.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat, sa lahat po ng viewers natin ngayon. Nasaang bahagi man po kayo ng mundo, sana po kayo okay kayo. Magandang gabi po sa inyo, magandang umaga, magandang tanghali.
Ay, sanay na sanay bumati, ano? Nagbablog ka rin ba?
Ay, hindi naman.
Yeah. Wonderful. So basically, as a start, normally, we want to ask, sino si Ronald Mendoza and, how did you become a musician?
Si Ronald Mendoza po ay isang singer-songwriter from Bulacan. Ang day job ko po ay AutoCAD designer and then part-time folk singer. Yan.
Oo nga pala.
No? Father of two and a husband. Ay nga pala sa misis ko, saka sa anak ko.
Ano pangalan? May pangalan.
Si Ana. Hi, mami.
Ay, si Joey. Ano pangalan? Asawa mo?
Si kaya na Ivy.
Ayun, pati mayasik ka. Anyway, naalala ko kasi unfair, baka kasi binanggit mo. Yan, oo. Tapos at the same time, how many kids? Two. Boy and girl?
Parehong girl.
Okay.
Kaya
may kasabihan dyan.
Hinaasa ko na yung gulo ko para sakaling yan.
Oo. Kasi ganyan palang AutoCAD, malalim talaga, matutulis ang isip, kaya na humihina yung testosterone. Gano'n. Joke lang.
Napupunta sa imagination.
Talaga. I remember AutoCAD kasi it was really good for the architects, the designers. And ito nga, were you ever into architecture or designing?
Bachelor in Industrial Technology ako, major in drafting.
So,
nagtuturo din ako ng proper drafting techniques sa mga architectural.
Yung mano-mano o yung uso na ngayon, bibili ka ng makina?
Mano-mano and AutoCAD both. Tinuturo ko siya pag may...
Sideline din yan, di ba? Malakas subigil yan, di ba? Sa mga architects, di ba? Saka designer and really part ng house sa bahay, sa house plan. Lalo kung mga milyonaryo, no? Malalaki siguro connection mo.
Small scale construction business yung karaniwang mga client. Small scale pa lang po.
Sige, kung small pa yan, di maliit pa yung pasalubong mo sa amin ni Joey. But anyway, and then how did you start to write? What are your contents sa mga kanta?
Yung mga contents ng song ko is yung about journey ko bilang musikero saka manggagawa. Yun yung karaniwang karaniwang laman ng mga lyrics niya.
Gusto mo ba sa Israel, malaki daw sweldo to manggagawa?
they offer 200% nung
binibigay. At saka walang required na di ba? Placement fee, walang visa. Ayos yan, di ba? Maybe sa program natin to may mga di ba? After a month or two, process na nila. Okay, yung mga nag-cater ng ating topic kanina about that, especially AutoCAD siguro kung meron man daw malaki, no? Kasi Israel is a land of promise. Kaya malalaki talaga and malay mo, di ba?
At saka rin po sila sa experience ko sa abroad, loyal din sila ron sa mga locals nila. Hindi na nila hinahayaang magtrabaho pa sa labas yung mga designers nila. Dito ka na lang, compensate ka namin ng enough para hindi na kami umalis. Parang gano'n, para wag na kayo lumabas ng bansa. Gano'n sila.
So bali yan 5 figures o 6 figures na sweldo mo niyan?
Hindi ko ma-figure.
Hindi mo ma-figure it out? Right. And what else? Yung content mo, sabi mo nga yung sa work mo, that's why we talked about going abroad.
Yes.
And yung heart mo, ano ba? Kadalasan yung mga compositions mo are all folk style or medyo upbeat o konting depende?
Depende. I play with the genre po and I call my music as folk fusion. Folk siya, tapos ipinifuse ko siya sa iba't ibang genre para hindi naman redundant yung
Para si Joey kanina, di ba? Sinamahan niya ng rap and in a way, that's awesome. Ikaw din parang anong hahalo mo kaya? Lagyan mo kayo ng growl o ano.
Usually yung ano po, yung letrahan, yung lyrics ko ay pang folk, pero yung tunog, the beat, the arrangement, yun po medyo pinupiyos ko siya ng iba't ibang ano. Doon siya nagkakatalo. Kaya hindi naman siya masyadong malungkot na folk na.
Yan, tingnan nga natin, pakinggan natin niya kung yung sinasabi natin. Are you ready with the first song? And we'll be able to get to know sample niyan. Sample. Mr. Ronald Mendoza.
Title po nito ay PM is the Key. Kumusta naman? Sana'y ayos ka lang. Huwag kang mapraning. Ako'y napadaan lang. Walang kailangan sa'yo. Naalala ka lang. Nangungumus ka. Kung buhay ka pa ba? Huwag kang mag-isip ng kung ano-ano. Di naman ako mangungutang sa'yo. Walang hihiramin o hihingin kung ano. Hindi magpapasabay o makikilagay. Walang ibebentang produkto. Dali ka na. Bahay, lupa, damit, pagkain, oto. Hindi ako magpapataya. Bili ka naman ng ticket, Raffle, wedding, online, tupada. Nangungumusta, nagmamalasakit at nagpaparamdam. Sana'y okay ka lang, nasa mabuti at laging masaya. Usap tayo, I'm one click away. If you need me, magsabi ka lang. PM is the key. Maaalala lang ba tuwing may kailangan sa'yo? Biglang mawawala pag nakuha na ang gusto. Kailan ko kumustahin pag di na nagre-reply? Saka lang dadalawin kung kailan siya ipatay. Walang ialok na produkto. Bahay, lupa, damit, kain, oto. Di ako magpapataya. Raffle, wedding, online, tupada. Kumusta? Nagpamalasakit at nagpaparamdam. Sana'y okay ka lang, nasa mabuti at laging masaya. Usap tayo, I'm one click away. If you need me, magsabi ka lang. PM is the key. Magsabi ka lang. PM is the key.
Alright, yan. PM is the key. Ganun pala yung tunog ng cellphone pag magkiki, may kaskas, ano. And that's, very, in yung usapin na ganyan eh. Kasi everybody will do it sa cellphone. And it's really a good song. Nakaka-relate. Kasi ang uso ngayon kasi pag magagawa ka ng message, yung impacting sa tao eh. Hindi ka kagawa ng kanta na parang walang latoy na ako kasi ganito, ganyan, parang mga walang kwentang lyrics. So, that separates the promising singers and composers from the usual composers. Kumbaga pag sinabi nila, ako, vlogger ako eh. Anong klaseng vlogger, di ba? Wala, kinukuna ko yung picture ko pag bumabiyahe ako. Yun lang ang vlog ko. Pero yung iba may mga sense talaga na makikita mo exciting yung mga topic nila. And meron silang content talaga. That is what's it all about. And pagdating siyempre sa mga songwriting, pinag-aaralan natin ngayon yung merong significance ba? Sa ngayon, saka siyempre may message. At we heard it both from you and Joey. And ikaw siyempre Ronald, ang galing ang ganda ng kanta mo, no? And PM is the key. Ano ba yan? Nag-viral na ba yan?
Plano ko po siyang i-release sana hindi ko pa siya formally i-release. Actually, first time narinig dito sa Margo
sa
TV.
area, okay, very good. Palakpakan natin
Parang
yan, siyempre.
parang
exposure natin.
Parang tunog pang telecom commercial, parang
Yung mga diyan,
baka naman yung mga
ayan, magdadaan po yan. Basta yung mga kanta niya, may nagugustong kunin siyang yung awitin niya kanta. Dadaan po kayo sa akin.
ang promotion manager ko po si Kuya Bak.
Of course.
PM is the key lang po.
PM is the key. Now, do you have a second song? Para siyempre may flip side yan, di ba? Ayan, di ba? So again, Ronald, what's your second song? Ang title ito?
Ang second song ko po ay ang pamagat po nito ay Kalendaryo. Actually, ito po yung pinaka naging turning point ng pagbabalik musika ko dati. Galing sa day job, naging OFW ako. Brief kwento lang nung nagkaroon po kami doon ng parang Himig Handog or Metro Pop Song Festival sa Dubai.
Filipino Talents.
Sinabi ko nagdasal ako, sabi ko, Lord, kung ako ay itinalaga mo para sa musika, bigyan mo ako ng sign.
Ayun. Oo.
Nag-submit ako ng entry itong song na to, and then pumasok naman ako sa top 10.
Oh,
hindi lang ako nanalo kasi sobrang gagaling ng mga contestant talaga. Kasi all over United Arab Emirates yun, so hundreds of participants. Out of hundreds, naging 35. From 35 to top 10, pumasok ako sa top 10. Kaya maraming salamat.
Very good, very good. Actually, maging top 10 ka is very good eh. Naalala ko yung kaibigan natin sa Voice Generation, si Charlie Fry.
Yeah.
We were thinking that he would, the tandem would make it number 1. Kaya nga lang, sabi ko pa rin sa kanya, congratulations because at least makakapag-compete ka. Yung iba nagdaan sa top 10, buti kayo na lang kayo, ilan lang, di ba? So that's really a great thing. And sometimes hindi sumisikat yung mga second place, di ba? Mga third place, mga nagkakaroon ng break. Unless otherwise, yung first place, hawak mismo ng promoter. It may happen, ganun. So anyway, that was yung song. Is that your second song?
Yeah, yes, I'm saying.
And right, and from here, we're talking about any shout-outs or anything that you'd like to plug or something.
Shoutout ko lang yung mga kaibigan natin mga OFW natin kaibigan sa Middle East, sa Japan, si Suzuki-san, maraming salamat. Siyempre, saka
favorite
yung mga kaibigan natin diyan sa Bulacan, sa Manila, yung mga fellow indie artists natin. Hello sa inyo. Shoutout sa inyo lahat, mga ka-indie.
Okay, thank you very much again. So we'd like to call in Joey to join us here. And for our final banding together, and then baka may final words si Joey also. You can just sit in. Ayan. Tayo? Magbabatian na lang ng goodbye for tour next week, Okay? Ayan. So ladies and gentlemen, ito po mga bisita ko. And for any shoutouts, final words again.
Shoutout sa pamilya ko ulit and thank you sa Margo TV. Ayan.
Okay, so dito sa ating programang Hatid Saya at iba pa, we are presenting to you kanina about yung tungkol sa Israel, Rolly Natividad and Sandy Nanas. And of course, we have here Ronald Mendoza and of course, Joey. Of course, yung laging apelido ni Joey nung araw kasi may best friend akong ka-apelido niya, Roma Santa. Kaya sabi ko, nare-recall ko, hinahanap ko yung mukha ng Joey sa kanya. But anyway, so again, thank you very much for watching Hatid Saya at iba pa. We bring you again for next week. See you again next Friday. This again, Tito Bob. Kamusta ka dyan? Beth Lorente, Romel Torno, and Roxanne Dulfo. Thank you very much. See you again, Jeff Dictao, Miss Helene Escanio, and Carol Lasso. See you next week.
Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel, Margo TV Philippines. Live.